So sorry.
Again, we're better at to speak, John Solari. This is number 3, and I'm here speaking with Robin Pachino. And we're going to keep going, and you just keep going.
There we go. There's a difference between playing with someone that you're not, like you're just playing, but there's just for the sensation of it. Okay, I'll spank you. Okay, I'll spank you. You're just playing, just for the sensation of it. But if you actually start playing with someone where it's almost like you're sending each other energy, and someone's taking a flogger and flogging me, but it's like the flogger becomes an extension of their body. And so when they're hitting me with that flogger, it's almost like their hands coming out and touching me. And then all of a sudden, it's like I get so involved in it and the rhythm of it, and it becomes more intense, and I'm coming, and they didn't even touch any of my parts other than flogging me. Sex is mental.
Well, yeah, of course, it has to be. I mean,
sex is mental.
Because if you're not attracted, and no matter how hard, especially for a man, a woman has it a lot easier than. I mean, you don't have to keep performing, especially when you talk about porn.
I think
a man to keep it up is sometimes it's a lot more difficult. That's why they're very hard to be a porn star.
Control of having an erection
but you
without
could teach people
coming.
that. You know about that, so that's something you could enlighten men on how to do that, right?
Actually, my specialty is in making them come.
I would hope so, but I would think they would want to prolong it as long as possible.
Some men do, but then there's the other thing of sometimes it's fun to just have a guy come, and then you can actually be with each other, enjoy each other sexually, and you don't have to worry about, especially men, they get older, they have to take heart medicine or diabetes medicine, and it's really hard for them to come. And so if you can engage with them and have them come, if they can then not just put on their clothes and leave, but then they don't have that pressure of, am I going to come or not? So then you could actually be with each other and play and enjoy each other's company.
Well, yeah, it's like when you're with someone, there's a big difference between before sex and after sex. I mean, the freedom that you're allowed to do with each other after sex. That's what you're talking about.
So, yeah, so many people, they come and that's it. They withdraw. There's a lot of people who do that as opposed
turn over
to
and go to sleep or have a
right,
cigarette.
or take a shower, put on their clothes. And then there's people who want to lie in bed and talk. That now they are open to actually being with you.
I guess, but then again, that's who you
Everybody has their personal style.
It's true. Everybody, hopefully they do. I mean, it's an interesting subject, and the more we learn, the less we do. I think sometimes in life, it's like in acting. The more you learn about acting, the less you do. You start directing yourself instead of letting things just happen.
Huh.
When we're thinking about,
I think that's the importance of allowing yourself to be, though, because if you're being and you're in the moment, then you don't have your mind engaged in a conversation over yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. You have to look like, what's he saying? But that's exactly what I'm saying. It's, we know a lot about sex, but we think about it instead of just doing it and letting things happen, where they're going to go.
Right. Being.
In the moment.
Yes.
It's so important to be in the moment.
Absolutely.
That's what acting is all about. I was telling you earlier, this is the book. It's called Uta Hagen.
Uh-huh.
It's called A Challenge to the Actor.
Oh, wow.
And,
are we showing
well,
this
I'll
book
show it
out?
to you, but It's on all my shows.
Oh,
Get it out of there we go.
there we
The
go.
glare. And so one of the exercises, if I do teach, we were talking earlier about how I teach acting. It's a great book for exercises and stuff like that. That's something you should read. And find something, a monologue is something that you like. I don't know what, do you ever see yourself doing a certain role? If you could do legit theater? You ever what kind of part you would like to play? What kind of actor you would
I
like to
have
be?
never fantasized being an actor.
No.
I know all of LA does, but not me.
You're rare. You're rare. And yet you act all the time, don't you?
I play all the time.
Well, it's, play
But
acting.
for me, that seems different. That seems real.
Okay.
You
I
know?
believe you. I believe that it's real for you. That
Yeah.
it's not an act.
Right.
So you don't just do this to make a living. You do this because you enjoy it.
hmm
Yeah.
All my life I was a musician. I then
You played the flute,
I
right?
played the flute.
Interesting.
I then created doing children's parties, theme parties. I have absolutely loved.
Pleasing.
I've loved pleasing. I've loved my jobs. So my jobs have always been taking my hobby and making it into something that makes money for me. So I've always loved going to work. You know?
And it's very few that can say that they have a job where they really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us have to.
You know, so all my jobs are something that I actually would do if I wasn't paid, because I love it. But you got to pay the bills, you know. And so if you're going to do this, you have to have a business sense, and you have to do the business part.
And you do it all yourself? Do you have a manager or an agent? Or
Right now, I do everything myself.
do you find that more rewarding? Well, financially it has to be, but is it harder to find work by just...
No, I just have to be diligent. It's almost like I put on another cap, you know. All right, this is going to be my business cap here, and I have to. So I make a set of rules, and I stick to my rules about it. I never put myself on sale. There's a woman who has books on doing business and about money. Cindy Lundell, something. I think that's her name.
There's enough of them out there that...
Right, and but her books are specifically for women and about doing good business as a woman, or as an entrepreneur. That you should never put yourself on the sale rack. That if you do a good product, then you should. You know, there's a price for that product, and never, someone telling you that they can't afford that doesn't mean that you should put yourself on the sale rack.
Oh, I understand. That makes sense because, right, get what you're worth. Is that so? What you're saying? Get what you're worth.
Yeah, don't feel that because somebody else can't afford you, or that, I'd really like to be with you, but I can't. Same. If my product is $100 and someone wants it, but they only have $20, well, they just need time to get their $100. Don't you go putting yourself on sale so that you can appease them or fix their problem. That's their problem. You are worth $100, or whatever your product is that you're selling.
Don't be
like
a bargain.
Yeah, don't be a bargain.
Yeah,
And the truth is that when you're not a bargain, it's like more people desire you. You now become, more wanted. It's
You go
a
from the
curious
99
thing.
cent store to Neiman Marcus.
Yeah,
I'd rather be Neiman Marcus.
I would absolutely rather be Neiman Marcus. I need to get going because I have other appointments today.
Let's end this. And I really want to thank you for coming on.
You're very welcome.
This was really wonderful.